Farming is a tough business. Even with current agricultural technologies, farmers still lose about 40% of their crops due to pests like insects, to weeds, and to crop disease. If we stopped using pesticides right now, it's estimated that these losses would double, that farmers would lose about 80% of their crops. Pesticides are a farmer's main defense against crop loss. But we have a problem. Many pesticides are toxic to people and to animals. And unfortunately, they don't simply disappear after they've done their job. They stick around in the environment. They end up in our food and our water. Any idea how many separate pesticides are found in washed apples headed to the supermarket? Just call it out. Say a number. What do you think? The answer is 47. 47 separate pesticides are found in washed apples headed to the supermarket. So what about if you buy organic? This is better, but organic doesn't actually mean pesticide-free. Many common foods contain pesticides. Beef, for example, 6. Cucumbers, 86. And groundwater, 51. In order to produce crops, farmers use a combination of many different pesticides. And when these products leave the warehouse, the active ingredient is unstable enough that that farmer has to apply a lot of the chemical to the field in order to make it work. But unfortunately, the active ingredient is stable enough that it doesn't disappear from the environment. So what if we could take one of these problem pesticides and modify it so that the active ingredient were better controlled and less chemical was required for application? And what if we could modify that same pesticide so that after it was applied in the field and did its job, it degraded into completely benign byproducts that were safe for people and animals? This is where my company comes in. We are Entropic Harvest Technologies, and we design crop protection products that are highly effective and safe for the environment. So how do we do this? We use a technology called NonCovalent Derivatization.
Whoa! That's awesome.
This technology has already been proven in markets such as pharmaceuticals and cosmetics, and we are applying it to agriculture. We start with the active ingredient of a top-selling pesticide already on the market. We modify this active ingredient using our technology, and the result is a completely new and patentable product that has very different qualities. When our product reaches the farmer for application, the active ingredient is better controlled, and therefore less chemical is required for application. And once that pesticide is done doing its job, it degrades into completely harmless byproducts. We're in talks with some of the largest chemical companies who are our target customers, and they're interested in our technology for the following reasons. If they can show that in their product they have less active ingredient required, they can register that product for use on more crops and therefore generate more sales. And the same goes for eliminating persistence. If the company can show that after application, that product degrades into completely benign byproducts, they can use it on more crops and make more money. However, if the product can do both, then our customers are telling us that this is an absolute home run. We believe we can do both. So how do we get from this opportunity to the growing agrochemical market? Well, we have opportunities to license the technology, to co-develop with strategic partners, or to go straight to the farmers themselves. So who are we and why are we qualified to do this? I'm Lauren DePerna, Babson MBA student, and this is my second company. I've partnered with Dr. John Warner, who is going to be joining us outside, and I hope you'll be able to stay around and talk with him. Now, the important thing to understand is that Dr. Warner invented non-covalent derivatization, and he's already brought products to market using this technology. Our advisory board was strategically selected to help us get to market. Dr. Steve Bradbury has almost 30 years' experience with the Environmental Protection Agency, including leading the Office of Pesticide programs. Dr. Joe Pont has almost 30 years global R&D business leadership, including 10 years with an agricultural company. We are looking to partner with investors to fund our 3-phase research program. We estimate that each phase will cost $200,000 and will take 4 months. And these estimates are based on Dr. Warner's previous projects. We invite you to visit the lab to see in person why you should invest in our team. The lab is located in Wilmington, Massachusetts, about 30 minutes north of Boston. We have the expertise and the experience to make this happen. Couple that with a huge market and customer interest in our technology. When pesticides are used properly, farmers can grow the crops that they need to stay in business, and we get healthy food that is safe to eat. Thanks, everybody.